See, because whenever you're living in a kingdom, it's the king's job to make sure you have everything you need. It's not your job, it's the king's job. Just don't swipe left, man. You won't look at this.
Don't swipe left.
Don't swipe left.
Ain't no swiping. Look, I'm gonna load it down. Look, I pressed this real short.
Bishop, really?
I don't need to see the first lady. Nothing.
Don't swipe left.
Oh, it's on that now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Kankakee up in this. Kankakee up in this.
You got this much
I've
time.
been telling them a long time you can read.
Bro. Some people really thought I couldn't read.
Now what would I see up? Yeah, you got to start this show. You ready?
Okay. So now I got to go back to being a preacher. I just
Now do you?
All right, cool.
You get to be you. And at any point you want to flip these questions away, we can flip it away.
Nah, I want all of them. Give me the tough ones, man. Give me the tough ones.
Okay. Let's get it. Welcome back to the All In Show.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Hollywood Harwell.
Yeah.
With me, I got the loudest,
Yeah.
the most amp.
Yeah.
Mr. I got the dope job.
Yeah.
I'm in a union, DJ.
Yeah.
What's good, bro, Dusty?
And I can read, bro.
Where that come? I ain't
You
said
told
that.
people I couldn't read, bro.
Bro, you said that the whole last season.
How you feeling, man?
I feel like you can read, bro.
Well, I appreciate it. Finally, telling the people the right thing.
Everybody listening, Broke Dusty can read.
Appreciate it.
He can pick up a book and finish it.
But forget all that. We got a legend in the building, man. A legend. Put up on him at the grocery store, man. And we need you on the show. He said, bet.
Hey, and he also let us use the congregation.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
For their mental health episode.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't introduce the legends, man.
We do not. So if you could give us, it's right here as well, your name, your hometown, your zodiac, your favorite Bible quotes, and if you have an iPhone or Android.
So tell you what, I'm gonna rock with it. Y'all just give me the next one.
Okay. No worries.
So my name is.
He said he could spell too.
Yes,
So my name, real quick, my name is Raja, Raja. What was the next one? Hometown, of course, is K3, Kankakee.
Yeah!
Actually, I'm going to share something with you that y'all probably didn't know. I was born in Mississippi. I'm a country boy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mississippi?
yeah, in the town, man.
Cricket letter?
Cricket letter, humpback.
Okay.
Okay. In the town called Macon, Mississippi.
Okay.
Macon, Mississippi.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
people
Crawford. Yeah.
I was just
Crawford,
saying,
Columbus. My brother's them in Columbus. My auntie is in Jackson. Man, Jackson don't look like it used to look, man.
Nah, not no more. It's crazy.
It's a lot of suffering going
I
on.
love Jackson. I ain't been there in a long time.
But it
His
kind of look
family
different.
love down there for sure, bro.
Man, home
It's
cooking
rough,
is good though,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so I'm from Mississippi. Parents moved up here, and of course they brought me up here. I was the best thing that ever happened to them.
Shout out to the parents.
Zodiac, right?
Yeah.
Zodiac, Cancer.
Okay.
That means
on the show.
that, right? June 25th. June 25th.
Okay. Favorite Bible quotes?
Wow. Favorite. Well, I think I'm gonna jump out there. Psalms 23, Psalms 91.
Okay.
That the Lord will watch over thee. Psalms 27. Wow. There's so many. Genesis chapter 18, verse 14.
That's a lot to put on you real quick, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's cool.
He said
cool.
the whole Bible?
Yes, it's
Cool.
cool.
Game hold the New Testament.
Man, I'm hitting both of them.
Yeah.
I ain't want to limit my man's. I got to do the bishop right now.
Yeah. So Bible scripture, I love him. That's who I am. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's who I am. I love it. What's next, bro?
Angel Hunt said Psalms 91.
91.
Throw our
Yeah.
hands up and pray.
Yeah.
And
That's
his
what's
favorite
up.
question.
What's
I'm
that?
on the streak. I need you to stay with me now. Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
Oh, wow. Actually, it's kind of crazy because wait, check this out. I was an Android guy for a while, right? But then my girls, everybody had iPhones, right?
Yeah.
So I was like Samsung, Note, I'm with it. And then they was like, Dad, you know.
Need to come
but the
on
craziest
over.
thing though,
Come on
every
over,
time I
man.
tried to Google Meet them, they wouldn't want to talk to me.
Right. Cause you messing up the vibe, bro. You might well just FaceTime.
I'm Android all day.
Just FaceTime.
My brothers in Mississippi, I'm sending them messages and they were like, man, we're not doing that.
You ain't doing that. Why you got that,
Right,
bro?
that is so bruh, even myself, I had to.
I was on the street. I was on the street.
What you got? What you got?
He got that Samsung,
Apple
man.
all day. Apple.
Yeah, there you go.
Android. That's how you know I'm tired.
It's about time.
No FaceTime.
Yeah,
Tell him, Jay.
So I'm Apple. I'm Apple. Yeah, I converted.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah, we iPhone heavy.
Yeah, there it is, right there. There it is.
For sure, we appreciate
Just
it.
come on over, bruh.
You know,
I'm trying to tell you.
ain't gonna never happen.
Bro,
Are you serious? But you know what? Once you do,
I had an
Once
Apple
you
phone for
do.
2 weeks, and I literally threw it out the window.
I think they put cocaine in this.
Yeah,
They
I don't
put
like
something in
drugs.
I mean,
He like that cocaine. I don't like drugs.
We have to all
I don't know, man. There's something about it.
No cocaine.
There's something about it, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody got their preference. Y'all
Right.
just,
It's just like tattoos. You got tattoos?
no, I don't like them neither.
Really?
I don't know anything I want to be on my body for the rest of my life.
Wow. Hey, I
Except
respect
facial
that.
Yeah. Huh?
Facial hair.
Oh yeah, it's growing. I'm letting it
But you
come
can
out.
cut that off, though.
I'm letting it come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only talking because he is finally coming in.
Finally.
It's still,
It's still just.
no, he be using the dreads to hide the backpack.
No, man.
Yeah, don't be hiding the backpack.
It's coming. It's coming.
So, yep.
Thank you
Apple.
for coming, pal.
Hey,
Seriously.
man, no problem. Hey, I'm cool with it.
I love your everyday man approach. It makes you very approachable.
Right.
And it makes it very comfortable to be around you. And I really appreciate that.
Man,
so I want to make sure I give you
appreciate
props on
you.
that before we start.
Appreciate you.
No worries.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Angel agreed with me. She said, right.
Man,
I wish I didn't have no tattoos.
When you got them tattoos,
She want to throw them
you
all
right.
away.
Hey,
All of them.
Hey, you got them. You stuck with them.
J. Rose say them Nokia blank
Yeah, them Nokia.
Androids.
Yeah.
Nokia?
Get him out of here, bro.
He's still T9 Texas. Don't judge him.
Man, let's start it, man.
It's
You
Stone
already lost. It's
Stone
3-1. It's 3-1,
Jay,
bro.
how you Team Apple? I'm taking my vote away.
It's 3-1. Come on. Let's
Jay
do it.
gonna have all the
Team Apple,
combos for one.
Team Apple.
You
Team
lost, you
Apple.
lost.
Team Apple, man.
I was on the street. I was
It's over with.
My street started.
So, bro, even if somebody give you
He
one,
won't take it, bro.
are you
He offered to buy me
serious?
I've been trying to get
The
man
15
one.
or the 14?
Man. I've been
Look,
trying.
you know you want to take a bite of the forbidden fruit.
I definitely don't.
Come on over, man. One day.
My girl was like, I'm thinking about getting an Apple. I said, oh man, why you trying to be single?
That's when you gonna get one.
Yes.
That's when he gonna get it.
Because they got a way
Why?
of making
I ain't
convert
going,
you, bro.
I ain't going.
You going?
I ain't
Why?
going. I ain't got work.
Hey, go on get one.
Next show, he'll have one.
Next show, we got
Hey, happening.
Let's get it.
So, what are your most important tasks as a pastor?
Oh, wow. One of the most important tasks as a pastor in this area,
Okay.
I think it's the young people, man. Generation Z. That's a challenge for me. I mean,
I can believe that.
because they look at things totally different, and I think if we can just bridge the gap with the younger people, because if you look now, man, in a lot of churches you don't see a lot of young people.
You don't. Not even teenagers.
You know,
Why do you
really
think that
don't see
is?
it.
Why do you think the young people do
Wow,
that?
because now, man, I'm glad you asked that. Because now we're in an age now where there's so much information, and people can get all kind of information.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. It's my fault. I should have
Oh,
done this.
wow.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
What's
you come
up?
right
Go
back to it. where's your church? What's the name of it? Where's it located? That's very important.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
did that. That's my fault. I dropped.
Hey,
the
well,
ball. That's
Liberation
way more
Worship
important.
Center, 164 East Oak Street in the city of Kankakee, right next to the Currency Exchange on Oak Street.
One more time.
164 East Oak Street, great city of Kankakee, next to the Currency Exchange on Oak Street. Our services is at 2 p.m. So you ain't got to get up all extra early. You can sit around, have your coffee. If you want to visit another church, then you come to the best church.
Okay.
2 o'clock, and we only stay for like an hour from 2 o'clock to like 3 o'clock, 3:15.
And what's the name of the church?
Liberation Worship Center, LWC.
Worship
And we got a food pantry. Yep.
Okay.
LWC.
We got to make sure we put the link in there.
Yeah, my man.
Okay.
My man.
No, I'll go ahead and
I know that's why I said that out loud for you. But my apologies. Your question was again, why are the young people no longer in the church?
Yeah, I think basically I don't have the full answer, but my opinion is I think it's a lot of information out, right? And there's so much information out and people doing so much studying.
Yeah.
They get information without revelation.
Okay, break
You
it
know?
down.
And that's kind of turning them away. And plus, you got so many people attacking churches now, man. Pastors ain't no good, and church wants your money and stuff like that. But a ministry that don't cost you nothing is worth nothing.
That's true.
I mean, we trying to reach souls. We trying to bridge the gap with the young people, and I think you just got to keep them interested.
Yeah.
Also, personally, and I'm talking from when I was a youth, part of my problem was, okay, I was raised Catholic. So it's a whole different approach before we even go any further. But when I start going to Baptist, non-denominational, Methodist churches with my friends, it was brimming hellfire as soon as you stepped in the door.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't even know you. Why
You
throwing
going to
these
hell.
shots?
You
Yeah.
going to hell. You
But
sure
no
going to
matter
hell.
what I'm going to hell.
Everybody going to hell.
Yeah.
Like Oprah was handing out cards.
Yeah.
You going to hell. You going to hell. You going to hell. Everybody in this
Every
congregation.
service
Everybody's
was, like
going.
you said, every service was like this. It was literally, let me tell you, the news was going on. You going to hell. We're going to sing
That
a
loud,
song.
too.
That loud.
Then go, hey,
Right.
give us some money
Yeah.
and come join the church.
Yeah.
Y'all
Come
have a-
join.
Y'all have a good
If
day.
you don't give me money, you going to
And
hell.
then
You going
Monday
to
to Saturday,
hell.
you don't see or hear from them.
But you going to hell.
You definitely
That's a
go.
great way.
All right, now,
Just-
all right. Let me address that.
Okay.
As far as I can see it,
Yeah.
I was brought up in Kojic. Okay, so that's real disciplinary type of teaching. That you got to do this, you got to do that, you have to do this if you want that. But the truth of the matter is that God still loves us.
Right.
All right, God still loves us. And it's hard to tell people that if you keep telling them they're going to hell, before, even in any relationship.
Right.
When I met my wife, me and my wife been married now 34 years.
Yeah.
Right?
We're going to come back to
34
that.
years.
That's beautiful.
And we've been together 36 years, right?
I was just going to say, he only 26.
So, but check this out, though. In any relationship, Dusty, any relationship, when you meet a girl, right off the back, is you gonna say what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not gonna do
No.
that because if you do
said
that,
to move for her to be comfortable.
right? I don't even want
Right.
to. I don't even want to get with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what their approach was back in the day, because I think that's what their assignment was back in the day.
And it probably was needed because life was a lot
Right.
harder.
You know, some people ministry is that because some people only can deal with that type of teaching. I need you to correct me, and I need you to put the fear of God in me, because if not, I won't do right.
Right.
That don't work for you. That might not work for you, but that could work for somebody else.
Right.
And if they only called to preach to 20 people, them the ones that's gonna hear that.
Yeah.
But the other 500 or 400, whatever's in the church, they're not gonna hear that. That's why it's different. It's different ways of getting the word across.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. 100%. Yeah.
You know, the message stays the same, but the method has to change
The delivery.
Yes, sir.
of how we getting
Yeah,
it.
delivery.
Yeah.
Delivery.
You
And then
know?
what they used to tell us when we was kids, It ain't what you say.
It's how you
it's
say
how
it.
you say it.
Yeah, and I see that scared the hell out of you though.
Oh, for sure. Because after a while,
You get it?
I don't want
The hell out of you.
Yeah, I got it. For sure. I don't want to go to your church because I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I'm going to hell. Yes.
When I go to your church and go to hell, when I go to my church, I don't never go to hell.
Yeah. When I go to hell, I'm going.
I'm going to hell.
I'm cool over at church over there.
But you need to know the truth though, bro.
Right.
You know, but it's how you do it. Yeah. All right. What else we got?
Okay. So with that being said, how would you describe the importance of the online church and the worship in our current culture?
Oh wow, that's another fantastic question. Because right now, church is really going toward online. A lot of people is doing it online. And it's frustrating some pastors, right? Mm-hmm. Because they really want their congregation inside the building.
Which makes sense.
Right. Yeah. So they can have an amen. But when COVID broke out, you know, people just so you got the post-COVID and the pre-COVID. And when the COVID came out, it really challenged a lot of ministries. A lot of ministries couldn't even make it through because people were so afraid. And now they done got comfortable
At the crib.
at home and now they just tuning in.
Well, it says, well, 3 or more gather in my name, right?
Yeah.
Is that
I'll be in the
considered
midst.
Is that still considered, by your definition, is that still considered
Yes, that's
gathering?
good. That is good. But the Bible also says how well and good it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. You know what I mean? But I think they're gonna come back when they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, because back in the day, man, people just stay in church all day long.
All day, bro.
And my team came up. We said we're gonna try to shut this thing down to an hour.
Man, I gotta come back tonight.
Yeah, 6
It's a
o'clock
whole
service.
nother church coming here so we can have more church.
Yes.
Tonight.
Bro.
Yes. But you can't get in there. You never can get enough church.
And you know what?
You can't.
We said it to be funny for the show, and I hear what you said. But as a child, that was a lot.
Yeah.
As a child, that was a lot.
Yeah, look at it. He a preacher.
Every day. Bro, every day.
Yeah.
Prayer meeting, Bible class.
Man, let you just log on.
Righteous
watch
living
church,
night.
You gotta be in the
Man,
building.
righteous living night.
Praise team practice.
Praise team practice. Choir rehearsal. We ain't even in
Pre-choir
the
rehearsal,
choir, bro.
Pre-choir rehearsal.
We gotta be there to watch y'all.
Mama ain't here, y'all ain't.
But
Yeah,
you know what?
church every day.
But you can say that. But back then, people knew how to treat each other.
Yeah.
When everybody killing everybody like they doing now.
This is true.
When you had church shut-ins, when I remember going to church, coming in at 9 o'clock, shutting the door, and we ain't leaving till 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning.
And you got your young folks though. Look, you got your young folks and all y'all hanging out together. All the young folks in one section having fun. It's like a spend the night. You can spend the night.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you kept people out of trouble.
And most of those people grew up together.
Yeah,
in the church.
In the church.
Together in the church.
Yeah, and they love God.
Right.
You know, I think you can love God, but you just gotta have fun while doing it. As far as like people dancing, we just dance with God now.
Right.
Me and my wife, we dance with God. You know, you still have fun. People want to take the fun out. Like we finna get ready to have a comedy show at Liberation.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you gotta bring the funness back into it. You know, and not be in church, you know, until people just start getting. You wake up, then you go back to sleep, still preaching.
Bruh.
Shut the door.
Still preaching.
Don't let nobody out.
Still preaching.
Okay, I know y'all heard this last week, but you going to hell.
If you close your eyes one more time.
You young man.
Y'all
call you up in the front. You come
here.
You young man.
Come here.
Man.
You want to go to sleep? I'm going to wake you up. You're going to hell.
Y'all hit.
Like, damn, man.
Come on, man.
Pastor, I'm only 5.
I'm only 5,
I've been here 22 hours.
I don't care. You're going to hell.
You going to hell.
You're okay. But
You going to little hell.
But you know what? Sometimes, and I know we joking.
Yeah.
We
But
joking,
sometimes you
for
have
sure.
to have a shock factor
Right.
in order to get somebody's attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to clap in order to get somebody's attention and then give them what you need.
Yeah.
Because certain sermons you do remember the pastor do some unorthodox way
Yes.
of getting your attention.
And that's what we got to do for the young people. Generation Z, man, they different type of kids.
Because the attention span is short. I shouldn't say we because I ain't there, but as Generation Z, but the attention span is short. They not gonna sit that long.
Man, shoot, my
You got
attention
15.
span
You got 15 minutes to grab me. 10 minutes. For that generation.
If not, man, I'm back on my phone.
Yeah.
Cause you competing with your phone now.
It's life though. You're right. You absolutely
So
right.
that's the reason why pastors got to come up with inventive ideas and try to keep people interested. And that's what the team at Liberation came up and said, look, we only want to stay. Let's stay an hour. And cause by the time your butt gets sore, it's time to quit.
Was that difficult at first? Only making it an hour?
No, we cut a lot of fat, man. Cut a lot of stuff out. One thing we cut out was testimony service. Testimony service. People throwing shots at folks in church.
In the church, bro.
So we.
That's
And
crazy.
as a pastor, you gotta
you
watch
came up
that.
here to
I know
talk
you
in front
talking
of
about.
God.
I know you talking about sister so and so. Stop.
Yeah.
So one of the things you got it. What we did, we cut out testimony service. Cut that out, and put a lot of emphasis on the Word of God.
Right.
One person, our video technician in Liberation, I asked him this. And I know I'm just freestyling a little bit. I asked him. I said, "Hey, what do you think about the message?" And this young man told me, he's a pastor. Our generation that we at, we really don't like to be yelled at.
Yeah.
Because I came up in that generation where you hooping and you hollering and you holding your ear.
I ain't gonna hold you long, but you are.
This is the last show. I'm closing the last.
You say this every Sunday, bro.
As soon as he get up there, I ain't gonna hold you on too long.
Yeah, give me about 10 minutes.
Here I go.
Yeah, I'm
I see about 3 or 4 saints to agree with me, and I'm gonna be up out of
here. Yeah, give me back, because if y'all don't, I'm gonna keep rambling, right?
Yeah.
So
I need 10 amens. So I'm gonna
exactly.
What?
You grew up in the church, you know that.
Yeah,
bro.
And you sound pretty good. I might have to get you.
Get him up there.
You're going to hell, thank God.
Get him up there.
Hey, I could be.
He always trying to give me another job. You get him one.
I'll do it. I'll be right over there. As soon as they get, you're going to hell. All right, go ahead.
Just walk out.
No,
if you get up early and try to leave out the church,
you go to hell.
All right, there it is. Free ticket. So my thing is, he was sharing with me. He was like, Pastor, he was like, our generation don't like to be yelled at. It's something about this young generation. They don't want you yelling at them.
We don't need you on the mountain.
Yeah. So when he said that, I could have took that in one or two ways. I could have said, this is my church. I do what I want to do. Yeah. Or I could have took that as information and said, okay, let me try to change it because I need to grab them. Right. And, I stopped with all of the screaming and hollering. Now, don't get me wrong. I love to preach, and I will get down when the Spirit hit me. But most of the time, man, I want to just give them information. Give them enough information that they can receive, not overwhelm, but give them enough that they can receive that they can take it throughout the week.
And then, you can always have separate prayer sessions, a separate, moments that you have with the congregation that's a little older who want you to stand up there and hoop and holler at them. You know what I mean? Like really get deep down. And I don't mean disrespect by saying it, but it is.
You gotta have the balance.
I agree. What is your role in Christian education?
Oh man, boy, them some good questions, dude.
I'm feeling. Shout out to the worldwide internet.
Them was listen, Christian. Listen, one thing about Christian education, man, how you gonna fall in love with a guy you don't know anything about?
So the biggest part of my problem with Catholics is you're not encouraged to read the Bible as a Catholic. You're encouraged to get the message interpreted from the pastor, from Father. Yeah, that's where I was in 9th grade. And I went to, my family was super close with Father Tony. Shout out to Father Tony.
Shout out.
Huge inspiration in my life. And I said, Father Tony, I really want to start reading the Bible. We don't really have, outside of our classes where they tell us what we read and they tell us what it means, I kind of want to start reading the Bible on my own. Yeah. Where should I start? He was like, yeah, we don't encourage you to because we don't want you to misconstrue what it's saying.
Yeah, get confused.
Right. And I went,
see it.
Yeah, but I'm wise enough to read it. And then when I have questions, I could come to somebody if I'm not understanding what I'm reading. Yeah, we don't encourage that. And that was hard on me. And I was like, whoa.
Well, I really can't say anything about that because that's your father.
No, you want to offend me. Yeah, that's my guy. But that for me, that pushed me away from Catholicism. Where it was like, you're not encouraging me to learn on my own. I don't know if that don't sound quite right. But you got to tell me what it says.
Because you should be able to have a revelation from God.
Yeah, you're supposed to be teaching me to fish. You're not continuously feeding me to fish.
Right. I agree with you.
So, yeah.
Christian education for me though, Christian education I think is very important because a lot of times people say they know about God, but they don't even know some people don't know the basics when it comes to God. Okay. So how are you going to understand his ways when you don't even know about him? I was sharing this with my son and I was talking to my wife.
Shout out to the baby boy.
Shout out.
The
baby boy, he's bigger than us.
Baby, little son.
The big son.
It's bigger than the big son.
Check this out. I was talking to my wife and I was saying that a lot of times people know more about their spouse than they know about God. Why do you say that?
No,
I said that people know more about their spouse or their girlfriend or their fiance than they know about God. Right. They have the idea. They like the idea of who God is, or your mom told you about God, and I'm just going on what Mama said. I know God will help me if I get in trouble. I need to pray. If I'm sick, I need to pray.
When times are rough,
yes, I get good. I want to talk to God.
But when life is grand, I got this.
I got this, and I actually know who He is. I just know the idea of who He is. Yeah, but I know you more.
Right.
Because you know why? I spend more time with you. So in order to have that Christian education, you need to be able to read about someone and know them. We didn't know Dr. Martin Luther King, but we read about him. And we learned about him. Yeah. And now we understand his speech. Because once you read and learn about a person, you understand why they think like they think. Mm-hmm. So you got to understand why God moved like He moved. How you going to understand that if you're not educated about it?
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Christian education, I think, is vital with your relationship, because a lot of people say, you know what, I think God is evil. Why do God let this happen? And why do God let that happen? And if God is that type of God, I'd rather not have anything to do with Him. Well, you got to understand why He moved like He moving. Mm-hmm. If I'm walking with a limp, you got to understand I'm not just walking with a limp. It's a purpose. Maybe I didn't hurt my foot. Maybe I got something in my foot. Maybe my shoes too little. Mm-hmm. The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right.
So people are so quick to prejudge who God is. And they're quick to prejudge the church. Yeah. McDonald's can mess up your food 1,000 times. You still going back.
How Court Street still open? How Court Street still open?
Well,
you must live over there.
We ain't gonna
you must live over there.
Shout out to McDonald's on Court Street. Y'all still running strong. Still
getting it wrong for all.
Hey, they're running strong and getting it wrong.
I never heard of a business get complained about every day and everybody still go.
They still go.
But
let the church.
They lined up right now.
Let the church mess up one time.
You ain't going back.
I'm done. Church hurt. I'm done. God is not for me. I tried the God thing. It don't work for me.
That's
God
true.
is good.
That's true, though.
And they just lied.
Yeah, right. That's true.
But I'm gonna keep getting this nasty made burger that ain't never the way.
They gonna always mess it up. But I'm gonna keep going.
Because this time gonna be different.
Right.
God don't get that.
But God can't get that type of recognition. Mm-hmm. And I think that is really unfair. You're giving Him an unfair rap. Because you're not even understanding or knowing who He is. Yeah. How can you say you know God when you don't even know yourself? I'm 53, man, and I still do things to surprise myself. Yeah. So how can you say you know God? That's unfair for some people to do that.
Yeah. Especially when it's a group of people at the church. So yeah, you the head of the church, but it's a group of people who represent the church. Because it ain't even got to be your mistake. Yeah. Me and Mitch could go to your, me and Broke Dusty could go to your church. My bad, just naturally. We could go to your church and they call me my government name all day long.
They do.
They don't never call me my stage name.
Go to my church.
But yeah, thank you. We can go to your church all day long, but because we sitting over there acting silly like this, our pastor let them act a fool over there and go to that church. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But little do they know, both of us got ADHD, small attention spans, and you know this. You know we listening. That's just how we have to process information.
That's the thing, though. People don't never go to the doctor when they feeling well. When have you ever known a person go to your doctor and say, he said, what's wrong? Hey, I'm feeling good, doc. I'm just coming here to kick it with you.
I just want to pay you to show up.
Man. You know what I mean? So when people come to church, there's issues.
Right.
But you have to be patient. Not everybody in church. You just came, right? Mm-hmm. You only been there. This is your second Sunday. Mm-hmm. You don't even have a relationship with God. Mm-hmm. You flirting with him, right? Trying to get to know him, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody come in, see you, cause you still tripping. Man, that's how they acting at the church. Everybody got a problem in the church. I got a problem. Right. We all trying to make it.
If y'all see me in the church, I got a problem. For sure.
And that's the place.
Pray for me when you see me.
Yeah.
But it's the truth.
And that's what we need, man.
Yeah.
Because listen, I don't want to get real deep because I know you got more questions.
Oh no!
One thing you got to understand. We all have an expiration date.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we all different. Where your stress at may not be my stress.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm here. I'm trying to learn a different. But it's the truth.
Preaching, ain't it?
I'm trying to be like you.
No.
I told you I'm gonna have you in the pulpit.
Yeah.
If you get up one more time, where you going?
Airtime.
You're going to hell. Yeah, but it's the truth. And you know what? Even as a child, when I would go to those different congregations, I did that. Now that you say that, I think about that and realize that. I see somebody acting a fool and they praise in their way, but to me, you acting a fool. I won't be able. What is they doing?
Right. That's embarrassing.
Why is she flipping up and down the aisle? But that's her way. Her relationship
you don't
with
know
God. Why I got
you
to
don't
be
know the
that?
depths that she's been through, and God got her out of it.
You're right.
Like if I was going to prison, man, and somebody just paid I needed $10,000 to get out of jail, and somebody come open the door and they say, "Hey, somebody just paid your way."
You flipping
I'm like, dude, thank you. How can I thank you for doing what you're doing? Mm-hmm. That's what God do. See, but people talk about the negative thing, man. You can go to church. You can have conferences in church. You can have youth revivals in church, man. One of the most fun things to do when you used to go to a conference when you was young, man. And you got all other young people. Mm-hmm. What really excites me, man, we got a young lady that just came to the church. She a young girl. She only 20 years old, and she's on fire for God. Just on fire for God, man. And that type of attitude is infectious.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to come and serve your God if you always looking mad and upset.
Yeah.
And broke down and act like you ain't got nothing.
Because it's hard not to take that on. It's hard not to. It's the whole premise of the people you work with, the folks at your house. I don't be going out nowhere because everybody be acting a fool. It's that same premise.
You think so for church?
It is.
Yeah.
Bro. If you walk into a congregation, like he said, it's segregated as soon as you walk in. You got your older folks over here. You got your young folks over here.
Not in liberation. I got to throw that plug out. It ain't like that.
It
ain't like
you
that.
walk in, you see it's already segregated, or people aren't sitting next to each other in the pews. It's mad gap.
But it's a reason. Sometimes it's a reason.
Yeah, I was just about to say what Angel Hunt says. He said if people really go to the church for the word and focus on God, we wouldn't be worried about nobody else. And I just was going to say that. How do you separate the congregation and just focusing on God for you when you go to a building?
Well, it all depends what you come to church for. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some people just went through hell on this week, right? And they come into church. I need a word from God, right? Mm-hmm. The gospel is almost like a fruit tree. You pick off it what you need. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
No,
you pick off it what you need. You pick off what you need to help who you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the young lady said, or whoever that said that. You need to focus and get off the tree what you want to get off the tree. Yeah. Right. Don't get distracted by what somebody else is doing or what somebody else is saying. You know?
Yeah, and like you said, you don't know somebody else's turmoil. Man. You don't know what they went through because like you said, you just got out of jail. You got the world on your shoulder. You ain't got no smile. Me being here is my smile. Oh, God. Shout out to Big G.O.D.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I got to go back today. I got trial Monday. Somebody paid $10,000 for me to be able to be here today.
And I need a word.
Yeah.
I need some substance that's gonna carry me through. Yeah. But also when you talk about church, man, you got a lot of people attacking the churches, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Do you think it's warranted? Do you think that
everybody
reasons?
Everybody that attacks have their own valid reason for doing what they doing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You got some ladies that angry at men or said men ain't no good. they have a valid reason to say that.
Yeah.
Because
of
they
their
experienced
Right,
what they
right,
went through. But not all men are like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you got people that attack the church, and yes, maybe this church ain't for you. Don't attack it. Just say, okay, well, this church ain't for me. That's why, and y'all might not like it, and folks might not like it. You got churches everywhere because you can't say, well, that church wasn't for me. Well, what about this one? That wasn't for me. Well, what about this one? It's a church here. It's a church here.
Now we jumping that many churches. Somebody ain't being held accountable.
But listen, the reason why I said that is because can't everybody eat the same food?
That's true.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So if I go to this church, I like a church that's quiet, that don't talk back, that the pastor talking, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Another church like a live church. They like that's the way they receiving it from God. Yeah. To older people, I can't get with that. That's gyrating in the church.
It's hard to shake the leg for the Lord.
Shake a little leg for the Lord?
For the Lord. For the Lord.
But everybody got their reason why they going. That's why it's a lot of different ministries.
But again, and this is from earlier life self experiences as well. We walk in the building and we put our reflections of our issue on the church. Right? So I can't live up to my standards. Church can't either then.
You think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why you said some people see it?
Some people.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure. You think about it. How many you ever had a bad day, right? And ain't nothing going right? And then somebody come in your face and it's going right? And you like, man, why you in my face doing that right now? This ain't the time.
I usually get that.
That's the church. So I done had that bad
What
week.
part of that is the church?
No,
Which
I'm
one
saying
is
the church. So look, you done had a bad week, right? You get to the church and the church showing out.
Yeah.
And you like, why y'all doing all of this?
Why y'all so joyful?
Yeah.
Y'all so joyful.
Because I know your issues, and I know your issues, and I know your issues.
Well, really, you ain't there to get the feeling that you need.
But you just projecting all your bad week on the church. So then you come out the church like, man, that wasn't the church. That's you.
Yeah, and it's okay.
The message was good, and all the people was happy. Because what they say, lay your burdens down?
Yeah, you should.
So they came in the building, threw a more in his name, laid their burdens down.
Talked about everybody?
Yeah. No, that's that angry person. Yeah. But the church itself is vibing.
Got it.
I walk in your church and y'all vibing.
Liberation jumping.
Yeah.
I'm mad. Like, why they so happy up in here?
Yeah, I get
Ain't
it.
nobody supposed to be that happy.
Yeah. I'd had a bad week and y'all happy too.
Yeah.
That's the wrong reason. But that's the wrong reason to even go.
But there's a lot of people like that.
And you just show them love.
Yeah.
You can't control it. You know, all you can do is control who you are.
Yeah.
You can't control people's actions.
Yeah. So, but like you said, if McDonald's, you go to McDonald's and you mad, they give you bad burger, you go back.
You going back tomorrow.
You go to Poor Boys and they overcharge you.
They fries hard.
The portion size smaller.
We going as soon as we leave here.
They ain't even telling you.
As soon as we leave here.
I can't believe that. That's why he don't talk that much. That's why.
As soon as we slide up out of here, man.
But God, exactly what you said. That's yeah.
So what else y'all got, man? What else
ready?
y'all got? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you seem like really be honed in on this craft. What would you say are your most valuable skills that you bring to the church?
Oh, wow, man.
As the bishop?
As the bishop.
What? You know what? I think being in a position as a pastor, I think a lot of times God gives you certain qualities that He gives you so that you could bring sheep into the church, or so that you can
retain the sheep.
Talk to the people, or people want to be around you. And a lot of times, not all people, or not all pastors, but people take that and they use it for their own self instead of using it for God's goodness. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of pimps out there that really can talk. Now, what if they could talk you out of stuff, homeboy.
Yeah.
How about if that was a gift that God gave them to bring the people into the church house?
Right.
But they using it for their own reasons.
Yeah.
Because I got a woman over here. And because look, you got some brothers and some ladies, man, they can talk to you, boy, and convince you anything.
For sure. Yeah.
So I think one of the qualities that I have, man, that I had to learn is how to relax and wait on God and be patient with people. You know what I mean?
Was it hard at first to be patient with them?
Yeah, because when you ask for patience, what God gonna send you?
Impatience.
trouble, turmoil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sit through this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You know when
worse.
because people say, Lord, give me patience. What I'm gonna have a situation that I'm gonna have to learn how to be patient through that situation.
Right.
So through a series of events happening, you pick up what you've been asking God for.
Yeah.
Right.
It might not come how you in the form that you want it.
Right.
But next thing you know, people be like, man, you really patient? You be like, man, I'm the last person got patience.
Right.
No, you really do, because you can't see it what God has bestowed upon you.
Yeah.
And you just start operating in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, y'all guys got patience with me, man.
Oh, for sure. But you got patience with us.
Oh,
Because we
God.
just been joking all around you. And
You
you
got patience with us.
and go right back into it. No, we see it. for
Because
sure.
I know if y'all don't get it right, y'all going to...
We're going there.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to keep going deep
Yeah,
and deep.
yeah, me too. You know?
No, for sure. It's crazy how you work.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how you work.
Yeah.
Like you said, you asked for patience. He was like, all right, I'm going to give you category
I'ma
10
give you
ringer. So
impatience,
now when
bro.
you live your
Man.
regular category 5s, it ain't nothing. Because you dealt with the category 10.
Man.
And now they like, you got patience. You like, no, I
Them
don't.
little fives don't even come around no more.
They there, you just don't notice them.
You just don't notice.
Bounce off
them.
like you got on
You don't
armor
even
now.
notice them.
You know, you just don't notice them.
Yeah.
Man.
That's another challenge.
Man, come on.
Shout out to Angel Hunt. She been talking to you.
Appreciate
talking
you. Keep on talking.
For sure. I want to read some more to you. Brandon Ivy said, I'm going to go back to the first one if I can find it. Speak that truth, Unc. We are here. Tiffany said, come on, Daddy. Talk to him. Break it down. Angel said, firm foundation. Jay Rose said, Chris William, poor boys messed up one time. Give him a
Yeah,
chance.
man. He been hating on poor boy since he got here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's funny. That's funny. How do you prepare your sermons?
Oh, okay. Good. Man, y'all on point. I love these.
That boy good.
Man.
Shout out to the worldwide.
Dude. Listen.
Something about the
That
power
boy,
of
You know what?
movement.
And I'm glad you
It is
asked
the
that one
sweetest
too.
thing.
With me, I guess every pastor is different, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I did get my studies from Liberty University.
Shout out.
Shout out Liberty.
I got my degree from Liberty University. But every pastor get their sermons differently.
Okay.
I got my associate's degree, yeah. Every pastor get their sermons differently. One of the ways that I get it is, what I've learned is going through my everyday situation and whatever seems to challenge me in a situation, God said, that's what I want you to talk about.
Okay.
That's what I
like
want
that.
you to talk about. You know,
Is there like a certain time? Like, sorry to cut you off.
No. It's not, because I have a devotion that I do every morning. I get up every morning before day. That's just me, not saying everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but if you wanna be good at something, you got to put the time in it.
Right.
You guys are good at this, right? So you guys have to put time in it,
Facts.
invest into your craft.
Facts.
Yeah.
Look up the questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be real advised in your technology as far as editing.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you become good in it. And it's just like anything. If you want to become good at delivering your word, you got to get into it. And with life experiences hitting me, because I started preaching, man, when I was like 29, 28 years old. Now I'm 53. And so I get my sermons through life events that happens and through my devotion with God.
Right.
And one thing I learned about God is that it's different with me. I can't say every preacher, but a lot of people always says that God is always talking. And sometimes I challenge that, because when I read in the book of Genesis, the relationship that God had, Yahweh, when his name is Yahweh, the relationship that Yahweh had with Abraham, it was 13 years before Abraham even had a word from God. He wasn't talking to Abraham every single day, because I believe God's God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't waste his time with vain babbling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why when you ask him something, sometimes he'll answer you, sometimes he won't. because he gives you that opportunity to learn from your own mistakes.
Because a lot of He already gave us the tools to do so much.
You self-correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You self-correct. So that's how I get my sermons, man, through situations. I meet somebody, God to speak, or I believe he'll speak, or it'll come through his word that he's speaking to me.
Right. Yeah.
And then I will prepare the sermon. Do you want to know the steps or just how I prepare?
Or
where I get my inspiration from?
Well, it was a general
we can do the
question.
steps first, and then you can go into the inspiration. Like,
See, if I have to do the steps, I'm going to have to charge you. Because that's a ministry class.
And we have to all in, so
Well, not be bad.
Right?
no, we got it.
we gonna,
What inspires you to
you
be
know
a
that was a good enough answer. We're not even gonna
Right.
no more.
Hey, but look, I can give you
Appreciate
step
you.
by steps. I can tell you what you need to do, how you need to do it.
Nah,
For that little fee, I feel you.
Yeah, but it's gonna have
For
to
that
be
little fee.
right because it costs me to learn that. No,
you okay? I get it.
No, I don't blame you. No, but next question.
I'm gonna ask your son later. I know when you at the house, he be talking.
it costs to get this information.
No, that's understandable.
Because I think you have to invest in your own self.
No, that's
Now,
understandable.
is that what the associate's degree is?
Yes, in associate degree theology, you invest in your own self, you know.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the steps, man. Yeah, you just get the inspiration from God. Go into prayer, and then once you go into prayer, man, you want to meditate on what God is saying. Quit talking so much, and just listen to the inside of your spirit. Read the word, and then from there, it just starts flowing.
That's power.
You just start flowing. Now that word ain't gonna be for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do believe when God sends people to liberation, it's for somebody.
Right.
All right.
I want you to know, I usually write a ton of questions, right? I already do. As soon as I start, I ain't gotta write too many. My man's gonna fill these out.
Oh yeah.
And ain't it normally twice as long as this? It's what we got
You
today.
said that though. You said
Yeah, as soon as I walked out, I was like, oh no, we're gonna be good. He's gonna talk with us. And I appreciate it.
Man, if I'm talking,
The word is, no, you doing perfect.
Okay,
like
cool.
it's a true
Cool.
compliment that we not leading the show, you leading the show. And you talking about what you want to talk about, hitting points that are important to you, not holding back for the people.
That's it.
And that's important.
I do
That's
got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How? Well, let's see how. Because you said you started preaching when you were 28, 29.
Yes, sir.
What was the ultimate conversion for you from going from living daily, how you lived, into following God wholeheartedly? Like,
Are you saying what started me into the ministry, or just being a believer and a follower of Christ?
Both. Because in order to start ministering, do you feel like you have to hit a certain level of belief to be a preacher?
Well,
Or did you feel like
everybody.
you always believed?
I think everybody experience is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My experience with God is probably totally different from how He talks to you,
Right.
or how He inspires you to do what you do.
Yeah.
For me, starting from young, I was raised up in church. Kojic, Church of God in Christ, True Vine. I was raised up in church, right? So that was cool. But what converted me from being a regular, because I started off at a deacon at my brother's church, right? New Vision. I started off there. And then what converted me into becoming a minister, right? It's kind of it's a challenge, right? Because I had to do it. I got put in a position where I believe God was calling me to minister to people.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do it because the reason why I didn't want to do it, I didn't want that responsibility.
It's a lot.
Why not?
I didn't want that responsibility because I thought I know I'm gonna mess up. I can't walk that straight line like that all the time because first of all I get an attitude, I get upset, and I'm a fighter.
Okay.
Right? So I don't want to get out there and bring shame to who God is.
For sure.
By saying that I'm a minister, and then I maybe still want to get me. Well, I'm not a drinker nor a smoker, but I still maybe wanted to go out and do other things, right?
Yeah.
You want to dance to how you call it?
Secular music, but I was a skater. I used to like to skate.
Like roll bounce?
Yeah, well.
Like sweetness on roll bounce?
Yeah, well, I was good, man.
Yeah.
You know, I still got it, but
okay.
So I didn't want to. I didn't understand the balance in between. So I said I'd rather not do it.
Right.
But so then Yahweh Almighty put me in a situation. I believe he put me in a situation, which was my experience with him, which everybody could be different, that I had to choose it. Because I believe he said, now will you preach for me? Like Jonah. You remember Jonah?
First thing I was thinking of. Yeah.
Jonah had
play all you want to. I get you where it's supposed to be.
Yes, Jonah was commissioned to go to a certain place, but he didn't want to, so he went totally opposite. He went totally opposite. Call your mama, baby. He went totally opposite. Can y'all do this?
Go ahead. You can answer it. Go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have to all that stuff. Take a break.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk to you.
So,
we back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
So Jonah went totally opposite.
Yeah.
And when he went there, he had to pay for it. He was in the belly of the fish, right?
Fish,
You get it?
Bro.
So I was in a similar
travel.
situation. Yes. He
Totally traveled.
And it smelled like fish in there. I
Yeah.
mean, mad
Man,
fish.
he went all out the way. You went to the wrong city, then
On
was in a
purpose.
fish belly.
Yeah. But check this out. Inside the fish belly, he had a revival.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that let me know that no matter where you at, God can still reach you.
Yeah.
You know, we was just having a conversation a couple shows ago, where I was saying I believe that your purpose, you can't avoid it. What God has created, the reason He created you, you can't get away from your purpose. You're gonna do it before you leave.
Right.
And we don't know what our purpose is. Your purpose could be here to send this message to get across to the next pastor who's gonna make a mega church. I don't know. We don't know what our purposes is, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like you said, you can either go or you can get in that nasty fish mouth. And He's gonna take you all of these ways around, and hopefully you get it.
At the end, you will
do it.
fulfill what He's called to do. Yeah. So, in my experience with Yahweh, that's what happened with me, Dusty. I got put in a position, and God said, "Now will you do it?" And I said, "Yes." So back then, the requirements to become a minister, I had to go tell my pastor. Me and him had to one-on-one talk, which was Superintendent Lane at the time. Mm-hmm. And I said, "Look, I've been called a minister." This is what he said. He said, "Don't do it." And I said, "I have to do it." And he said, "Okay, I get it. All right, we're going to say it this Sunday." He said, "Usually," and he told me a few years later, I said, "Why did you tell me don't do it?" He said, "Because if you wasn't called by God," my experience, not everybody else's experience. Mm-hmm. He said, "If you weren't called by God, when I told you don't do it, you would have said, okay." Mm-hmm. But I said, I have to, based on the experience that I had with God, that Jonah experience. Mm-hmm. So that what led me to become a minister. And then when I found out that I became a minister, man, that I could still have fun and love God. Mm-hmm. But a lot of stuff, I could do whatever I want to do. Yeah. But some things I just don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because regardless if you're the minister or not, you still are held accountable for what you do.
Yeah. A lot of stuff I want to do. I mean, my wife, she don't have anything on her neck keeping her from talking to other guys.
Shout out to the First Lady. Shout out.
There you go, baby. Yeah. I love you.
That's what I'm talking about.
She don't have anything on her neck. I just want y'all to catch this. Mm-hmm. Or your women, whoever you got, y'all married, whatever y'all got, whatever your relationship is. Mm-hmm. The reason why you're not doing it or you're not doing it, it's not that you can't, it's because you don't want to. Okay. You have to come to a place in a relationship with somebody that you love and respect, that I'm cool with her.
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
That I don't care how many. I don't care how many.
I'd rather do these things with you.
I'm talking I'm talking about as far as with another individual.
Oh yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. The relationship between you and your.
I ain't worried about nobody else.
Right.
I'm worried about her.
I can look at another woman if I want to, but I just don't want to do that. Right. And that's what it comes with salvation with God. It's not that I can't do it because I got grace. Paul says that you have grace to cover whatever you're doing. Mm-hmm. Right? But it comes to a point that I just don't want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's powerful.
That's relationship with God. Mm-hmm. And that's what walking with God. People say it's a struggle. For some it can be. But when you tired of drinking, I don't want to drink no more. You can put drinks up here all you want. Not saying that I'm not an alcoholic, but I just don't want that no more. And I'm thankful that God has took that away. So you can put a woman here, woman here, woman here, woman here.
Talking up my alley now.
Man, look, boy.
But that's just me. I'm just saying. I'm using that as an analogy for Christ.
Literally one day I just woke up and was like,
walking analogy right here.
I don't want to drink like that. I'm well known for my drinking.
Man, big drink.
I don't want to drink
how
like
you drinking
that.
his water was how he was drinking bottles.
Yeah.
And now he on,
and then one day
delivered.
And God can do it.
I believe he literally, can do it.
But you gotta want it.
And then what took it to the next level? From nowhere, my mentor called me out of the blue and just was like, "Hey, you got alcohol at your house?" From nowhere. Yeah, I got alcohol here. Pour it out. You know how expensive? You know how much money you telling me to pour it out the drain, bro? He was like, "You drink like that no more?" No, not really. You just binge every once in a while? Yeah, every once in a while.
Pour it out.
Pour it out.
Pour it out.
That way you ain't got no reason. I said, I don't even binge at the house. I binge out. He said, no, just pour it out. And I did. I was mad.
Check this out.
But I did it.
I tell my children this. If you make one big decision, you ain't got to make a whole lot of little bitty decisions. If you make one big decision, I tell my son, I said, look, if you make one big decision not to get in the car, not to
This time he wrote his
not to get in the car.
Good.
So when you're in the car and they smoking the joint,
Yeah.
you ain't got to make no little bitty decision.
Right.
Because you can't wait till they didn't already hit it and handing it to you before you
Ain't
say
no
no.
pressure if you ain't around the kids.
Exactly. So, but if I make one big decision, it's like, I ain't even
I'm
going.
just going and I'm gonna catch y'all later.
There you go.
Yep, but don't even put yourself in it.
My man, that's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
So that's how it is, man.
84?
Even with situations.
84?
I don't even know. It's my year, but I don't know what she means.
Okay. Let's get it.
You see it? I said, looking at it like, okay. So, I know we have a ton of questions. We just going to have to do a part 2. That means you can come back and start doing the series with us if you got it.
I told him there's gonna
Every
be
6,
another
7
one after
weeks,
this.
Look,
We at the church
before we
after
get
this
to the
one.
games, we
we
gonna have
going to the
fun.
church.
These are Bible. It's the Bible's.
You ready?
This or that.
Bet,
Right?
let's get
All
it.
these are Bible based. Pick this. Or
This
I'd
should be
rather.
good,
I'd
then.
rather.
I'd rather?
Yep.
Okay.
You can't be on
So
the other
before
stuff
we-
because it's Bible stuff.
Huh?
You can't be on the other stuff because it's the Bible.
Right. I can't.
Good,
Yeah. I can't.
good.
No mess with you questions.
Thank you.
There was a couple on there, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that to the pastor.
Let's get it.
But we would love you to come back and do a mini series with us.
Yes, sir.
Every 5, 6,
Every
7
blue
weeks.
moon,
Yeah,
every
you just
blue
show
Hey, man,
up.
this was fun.
We have
man. Fun.
Same. You
I
did great
enjoyed it, man.
for sure. You still getting shout outs on here?
Yeah. Andrew.
There we go.
Yeah,
Come
she
on.
said it's legal now. Go ahead.
It's talking about marijuana.
Yeah, roll up. It's legal. It's legal.
She did say
legal.
Hey, tell Nita Lane. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, that's my wife.
She said amen.
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 That's First Lady.
That's
Shout out
right
to the First
Shout
Lady.
out to
for
the
sure.
First Lady.
Shout out to the First Lady.
We got your first son sitting here with us.
So this is it? This is it?
No, we got the
we
game.
still
You ready?
do
That's
it.
all the tough
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
We're gonna come bring you back. We're gonna have some fun.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Would you rather? You ready?
Yep.
This is easy. Would you rather have the super strength of Samson or the wisdom of Solomon?
Boy,
That's
good.
tough.
Man.
I'm gonna go with Solomon. As much as I love being a strong man, it ain't nothing like having the mind, the answers.
The wisdom.
I don't need
I'm gonna have to
muscles
go
with my
with,
brain.
I'm gonna have to go with wisdom on that.
Samson got that wisdom soon as he got that hair.
No, you went blind and went crazy.
Man,
he had to go through
wisdom
some
then.
stuff.
He figured it out
Man.
then.
He figured it out,
He
didn't he?
figured it out.
Don't you trust him?
Man.
So yeah, go with Sam. Wisdom.
Jordan Jam. Shout out to Jordan.
Walter. That's
Walter.
Walter. Yeah, Walter Jordan.
I sure was I know
Yeah,
his name.
Walt.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, "What up, my dude?"
Yeah, Walter.
Erica
What's up,
Robinson
Walt?
said, "I missed it, but hey, Pastor."
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
All right, y'all ready for the next one?
Andrew said you
Wait,
got to
which
tell
one
us
you-
a boxing story.
You gonna tell on the next one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
Which one you going with? Wisdom or strength? I told you on the show now. Gotta have the
Yeah,
wisdom.
for sure, for
Okay,
sure.
okay. Would you rather have to fight a giant Goliath or fight in a war against the Philistines?
Goliath.
You
Nah,
want to fight one Goliath?
He said,
I
buddy up,
I'm
bro.
going Philistines. I got a better chance.
I'm going
Nah,
Philistine.
man, I'm fighting
I ain't
buddy.
got, God's blessing it. I need
You
to
said
show
the
against
war?
Goliath.
Man, the war is friendly fire. You might get
I
hit
could be
by
in the
one of
back
your
with the
homies.
archers.
Yeah, you got
In the
a chance.
back.
In the back with the archers.
You got a chance,
This
though.
big old butt.
Man,
Hey.
a chance to move around, play
Yeah, this
dead.
big old butt in the front.
No, right. You way in the back. What you doing? No, I'm fighting buddy head up. If
What
you
you
give
got?
me, he just give me.
You said war, right?
Yeah,
David whooped him, so I can whoop him.
but they had God.
David had all of God.
Man, I'm about to ask
Not a
God,
little God.
God too, late man. I'm gonna need some help with buddy.
What you got?
I got David because my grandma called me David.
Okay.
See? Yeah.
Okay.
Head up.
Go 1-on-1.
1-on-1.
See, he a boxer though, man.
Yeah.
You know, he a boxer.
I used to box him all the time.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this one. I'm gonna give you $1 if you can tell me the 2 stories that I'm talking about, though.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have to hide from your boss who is trying to kill you, or have your body covered in raw sores? Those 2 stories, where'd they come from, my boy? I know Pastor know.
Neither one. Say it
You
again.
don't? Okay. You
Say it again.
have to hide from your boss who is trying to kill you.
That's Saul, right?
Kinda.
John.
I'm
in there somewhere.
You on the right track. You're just using the wrong name.
I'm in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
It's right across the
We gonna pretend you here. Yeah, Bishop. That's right.
What's the other?
Good answer. Hide from your boss who was trying to kill you.
Yeah.
You said his name earlier. Saul was trying to kill him.
Yeah, he was trying to kill his boy. He was trying to do something. Something
Saul was trying to
going
kill
on.
David.
Yeah. Something
I gave
was
you
going
one.
on. Something was going on.
Or you have your body covered in raw sores. There's actually a few stories of raw sores.
Yeah, it is a few stories.
You just gotta get one.
Because when the plague was going around, all the oldest got to something. I don't know if that's what you was talking about.
That ain't what that is, though.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know that, bro. But
He said keep your knowledge.
yeah,
Give a little knowledge.
probably the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide from your boss who trying to kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get away from Buddy.
Yeah, cause that body covered in raw sores.
Man, bro, you might check out.
Ooh.
That sound like coronavirus.
Let's see if Pastor know who that one was. So he got the first one, Pastor. No, that's David. He was hiding.
Yep.
From Saul.
Yeah, I know he did something. He was mad at him for something.
Yeah, Saul didn't want to give up his title. He said, "No,
And
if
Job.
I take David out,
Yeah.
Job did too. Right?
Not because Saul's
Job was
son
the
and
second
David
one.
was cool.
Job is the second one.
Wasn't his son cool? Him and David, Jonathan and David was tight, wasn't it?
Oh no, Jonathan wasn't his son.
No.
Absalom was his son.
Who was Saul's son?
I don't remember. I'm not going.
Man, I
That's
don't
too
know,
deep for
bro.
me, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it's a long time ago. I just remember David was cool
Saul-
with somebody.
Yeah, Saul and Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then David and Jonathan was real good friends.
Right, Jonathan and David was real good buddies.
Yeah.
I do remember
Saul
that.
was trying to kill
David, yeah.
because he was jealous of him.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
He said, "You ain't finna take my crown. This is mine."
Yeah.
I
By
do
right, the crown should have went to Jonathan, but
Right.
that God of mine can switch things around.
It's nice to be the head honcho.
Man. So,
Shout out to Big G.O.D.
Shout out.
And the second one was Job.
yeah. Joe.
Remember, Job was the richest. He was supposed to be God's favorite because he loved God so much. And the devil came to him and was like, he just like it. He just like you because you give him everything. If you let me take everything from him,
Boy,
he ain't gonna like you no
preaching.
more.
Look out,
A little
man.
bit. I always call myself Job. Them challenges I be
You
going
ain't never
through.
call yourself no.
I do.
You ain't never call
I don't date you, so we don't talk about those things.
Where would that even come from? Next question.
So which one you doing? You going?
What? Which one?
You got to either have the sores or you got to run from Saul. Which one you doing?
I run from Saul.
That's what he said. What you say?
I ain't got no
I'm running from
swords.
Saul. I don't want to be sore either.
I can't deal with
I
that.
know he gonna heal me, but
But he got a better chance to cover me.
yeah. The next one is be cooped up in the ark for 377 days, taking care of animals with all those smells all day and night,
Or
or lay on your side for 390 days.
I take care of the animals.
Yeah, I'm on the boat.
What story is that laying on your side for 390 days? I don't know that one.
Oh, Hosea, not Hosea.
Was that the lady?
Hezekiah
The sick lady?
was sick, but I don't know he laid for
When he
that
touched
long.
the hem of the garment, she touched his garment. Is that her? The
No,
lady
but
that
she was
sick?
walking though. She
Yeah, she
came.
Right.
But before that, was she sick?
Was this one of the lepers he
The lame
healed?
lady, let's say?
Went to the house.
But,
They said
land,
the son couldn't move. I think that's what it is. Remember Jesus healed that boy in the house?
but
Remember
he
was
landed
dead
for
sick?
how long was he there?
390 days.
Or maybe at the pool of Siloam.
It could, man. It could be a lot of
He
different.
was laying at the pool. He was laying at the pool in Bethesda, and he said he didn't get in the water because he ain't had nobody to put him in the water.
Right.
And Jesus said,
Right, yeah.
pick up your bed and walk.
Right.
So that could be it.
That could be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one you doing? You said take care of those animals.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
taking
I'm
care of
on
the animal.
Ark.
All of that animal poop, I'm laying down. I'm straight.
Well, I'm used to working though. I'm used to working.
I like to work too, but I don't want to smell all the animals.
We
2 by
cooking
2
up.
pooping. ownership. I gotta get rid of the
cooking them, bro.
You cooking? Yeah, say it was too.
Especially chickens. Yeah. I'm getting me some scrambled eggs.
That's all you can really eat because you couldn't eat the other two. It was only a male and a female. Did you have an answer? You want to leave it alone? We'll leave it alone. Let's see here. Okay. Deceive your father into giving your siblings blessings, or have your father believe you have been killed by a wild animal.
Wow. Now you're talking about Jacob and Esau.
Oh, yeah. I knew Jacob, but I didn't know the...
I'm going to say the second one, bro.
Have your father believe you've been killed by a wild animal?
That's Benjamin. That's Joseph. And
I thought both of those would... No, Joseph didn't trick him. Well, yes, he did, because remember...
Joseph brothers.
Both of them, right.
Because Jacob loved Joseph, and they said that he had got killed.
Right. That's tough.
It is.
That's a whole nother era of life. I understand.
What part of it?
That's tough.
What part is tough?
That your siblings tried to kill you off.
Yeah.
Jealousy, man.
Yeah. Your own brothers and sisters.
Hey,
bro.
Dad like you way too much.
That's
They don't even, they ain't nothing else but.
Come on over here. Let's talk to you.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Stand under that rock that's on roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right there. Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
The amount of jealousy you have to have
To kill your own brother.
Your brother.
But he didn't kill him. He just said that.
Right.
He just sold him into slavery.
Well, they left him for dead.
Well, when you're a slave, it's pretty bad.
Speaking of slaves, I think my man got one question for you. And I think that's the end of this.
Where was you at, bro? Yeah, that's the question I always have for God, for slavery. That's something that I struggle with. Yeah.
Why didn't God stop slavery? That's his question.
Yeah. I always struggle with that. I know other people had Holocaust, they dealt with it, Jews. Different cultures dealt with their own struggles. Mm-hmm. But as an African American man, I always wondered that. And I seen a passage a long time ago. This guy was like, if God was black, why did he let slavery go on so long?
Man,
and he said, if God was white, why are you so nice to black people now? So that stuck to me. I heard it when I was a short, and that always stuck with me. So I always wondered that.
All right, you want me to rap with it?
Yeah, it's yours.
All right.
Unless you got the answer. No, you don't want none.
But that's great, man. I love that question, and it's so ironic that I just been studying this and that you asked that. And I know slavery is a real taboo subject. Especially when it comes to people of color, right? But you also got to understand that the people of color are special people. Special people. And I had to go back to Genesis chapter 15. Okay. Genesis chapter 15, God put Abraham to sleep. Now check this out, Dusty. He put him to sleep. He tells Abraham, he said, Abraham, he said, your descendants is going to be in a strange land for 400 years. He says, they're going to go through for 400 years. He said, but check this out. He said, but afterwards, they're going to come out with great substance. So in essence, he's saying, things are going to change. Now, the question is, I hear you, God, I get it. They're going to be in slavery for 400 years. But why would you do that? God says the reason why he did this is because that was the only way that he could incubate them into a nation. That's the only way that he could get them to grow, to become who he needed them to be. You will never know God is a healer if you hadn't been sick. You'll never know God is a deliverer if you ain't never been in trouble. The best of the diamonds only come out when they get the pressure put on them. Right. So if you want to see the best of our people, it's off the backs of what we had to go through for so many years. But the good thing about it is, if there was a date that you went in, there is a date that you're coming out of it.
John Lines Valve.
Exactly. There's an expiration date. So God says, the only reason why I allowed you to go through that trouble It's because, number one, I knew you can handle it. Number two, I knew it was going to build character and develop who you need to be. What other way am I going to get you to your place unless you have pressure applied to you? But after the pressure, you're going to come out with great substance, man. So, was slavery good to us? No. But Romans 8:28 said, for I know all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and who are called according to God's purpose. God knows what we as a black nation and what we as a black people went through. For sure. He was not absent. He was there. That's why we some incredible people right now. Yeah, we got issues, man. What culture don't have issues? Yeah, we got issues with shooting up each other. But what culture doesn't?
That's true.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So that's my answer. God allowed us to go through it. He knew we was going through it. But if there's a date that you go in, there's a date that you come out. And it doesn't hurt that Egypt is on the continent of Africa.
No, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Egypt, they forget to tell us that.
They don't tell us that.
The Egypt,
a whole other part of the world.
They don't tell us that. Yeah.
The Egypt is on the continent of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I believe we are God's chosen people. But that's a whole nother section.
Hey, we're going to have many series to do.
Many to come for sure.
So I know you were talking about a pantry you wanted to shout out.
Yeah, we have our pantry. Listen, y'all, we have a Liberation House, a pantry. And we started this thing in April of 23. Okay. 164 East Oak Street. God has blessed us. And from April of 23 or May of 23 until now, we done served 1,100 people in the area. So listen, if you guys need, our pantry is not like other people's pantry. Man, you come out of there, we be giving away whole turkeys, pork chops for those who like pork. And if you don't like pork, hey, it's cool. All right. We got ground beef. We got whatever you need at the pantry. The pantry starts at 12 o'clock on Saturday and it's over at 2 p.m. All right. All you need to do is bring yourself, come in, sit down, relax, kick it. It's a vibe in there. It's a nice little vibe. You get a chance to pick what you want, right? You can walk around and you can get the type of food that you want. Because I don't believe, why should we give you bags of food that you don't even want? But you come and you pick what you want. If you want a turkey, grab a turkey. If you want some bread, grab a bread. If you want some bacon and eggs, grab you some bacon and eggs. If you don't,
every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
12 to 2.
12 to 2.
Anybody's welcome.
Anybody is welcome. We need volunteers if you want to come and volunteer. Because our plan is that we're going to be giving away food and we want to give soup away. You know, while you sitting there waiting, if you want a cup of soup, man, hey, give you a cup of soup because we know times get hard. And we also got a shelter coming up. Wow. We got a shelter coming up. So, hey, if y'all want to be part of a ministry that's really moving, that's doing something in the community, because we got tired of people saying, you know, churches don't do nothing.
You know, that was one of the questions I had for you, but
we left that alone. Don't do that.
You was talking so good.
You want our tithes, but you ain't giving nothing back. So God has put us in a position. Now listen, not every church can give back like that. So the churches that's not, it's cool. Just wait on God, your time coming. Maybe that's not even your ministry, but it's our ministry. We want to be able to help the communities that's around us.
Shout out to Tiffany for putting the information in the comments. Anybody who needed it, she put the church, she put the time for you as well.
Good job, Tiff. Thank you.
Tiffany, if you could also tag your church again and put the hours for Sunday as well. We don't have
2
that
p.m.,
in there.
Right?
It is 2 p.m., but
2 p.m.
just tagged in there and make it a lot easier to find. Yeah. What you got coming up, bro, Dustin?
Man, I'm finna DJ Friday for the kids. Sneaker ball at the junior high.
Okay.
DJing for them. Saturday I'll be at Tracks. We got a couple weddings coming up. Editing for the show. Man, that's what's getting more legends to come on.
For sure.
Just chilling, man. Just working, chilling, maintaining. No complaining, my boy.
In the union.
In the union, man. Well, yeah, that's it, though. That's it. What you got going?
Me, absolutely nothing but work, man.
Yeah.
We on a paper chase. Got vacations coming up. Birthdays just passed. And trying to, you know how they go.
I see.
Valentine's.
Valentine's coming. With an M, Valentine's.
Valentine's.
Y'all finna spend that money?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something.
Something like that.
Do you still spin? Like, super spin?
Wow.
Now that y'all been together
You
this
know
long?
my wife watching.
I mean, I know. I'm saying. Because I got to know. Because I got to
First lady, if you watch it, he gonna do something nice this year.
I said y'all been together
I ain't
for
saying
a
it's
long
gonna be
time.
expensive.
So we need
It's
some
gonna be
tips.
nice,
Do
yeah.
you still got to keep?
What's
Hey,
the
you know
secret?
what? But listen,
What's
what
the
you
secret?
did to get her, you got to do it to keep her.
Say less.
I agree with
Right?
that.
Yeah.
That's
Because
on
a lot of
both
times
ends for
in
sure.
marriages or relationships, people get complacent.
Yeah.
You know. So.
She said no.
She said no.
But a whole bunch of others. She said she don't want nothing. You don't want nothing big,
She don't
first
want
lady?
no. Okay, that's cool.
That's cool. That's what's up.
For sure.
Yeah,
But do you have anything special coming up?
No, just the pantry, man. We got, like I said, we got some big announcements with the church. That's coming up. My daughters, they having a women's conference that's gonna be coming up pretty soon. That's gonna be
huge.
off the chain.
Yeah.
Man, this women's conference gonna be off the chain. Hey man, just inviting people to come. If you want to have a good vibe and a good service, hey, check us out on Sunday at 2. I know the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's coming up. Who you got? Who
I
you
don't
got?
watch the NFL.
Yeah, he don't watch the NFL.
You know?
Man.
What about you?
Huge.
Man, you can't go against Mahomes unless he playing Brady. You can't go against Brady. Don't play no more.
It's kind of hard.
It's kinda hard.
But are you having like a Super Bowl party or something?
No. I'm DJing at my cousin's house. He is.
So he having a
Yeah,
party.
he having a party. I'll be DJing.
Can we like come over or something?
Yeah, y'all definitely can.
He's serious.
Y'all definitely can
He's
pull up.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's serious.
Man, say less. Yeah, you can come too. All y'all can come.
Everybody
First
come?
family.
Pull up. We finna be kicking.
I mean, do we come in our clergy or?
Man, we watching this. Do you watch football in your clergy?
That's how his teams win. That's how his teams win. Look at him.
Who you think gonna
Jesus
think
be a
gonna
safety.
take it?
Jesus be a safety.
Man,
Man, people get serious.
No, they do.
They be like 500 on the first down.
Yeah.
500 on the first down.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
It get real.
Nah, that's
Then they play that numbers game.
Yeah,
That's beyond just regular gambling. They
I think
with the scores.
I like kicking it, at home. A few people, man. Have some wings, typical wings, pizza, dip. Right? You got to make your own dip. You should.
What's the secret to the deal?
Can't tell you.
Oh,
Look, you gotta pay for that too. Right? You gotta pay for that too.
Can't tell you, man. Can't
Pay
tell
for
you.
that too, man.
I gotta be a man of my word. I told him no later than 9:10. Shout outs.
All right, let's get it.
Thank you.
All right,
I got you.
Shout outs.
Got to get up early.
Me?
I go first.
Go ahead.
Shout out to my man Dalen. He just had his 8th birthday. Went to my first Bulls game yesterday.
Oh, what's up?
That was real
They
nice.
No,
They won in
They came
overtime.
back.
Came
They
back
sure
for his birthday.
did. They sure did.
Yeah, so shout out to my mans. Your wife said y'all been married 34 years this year.
Oh.
Nah, she just
What's the
talking.
secret while you talking? What's the secret?
What's the secret?
What's the secret? Shout out to all the new people coming on the show. It's been a crazy amount of people who have just lined up want to be on the show.
We appreciate y'all.
Man, this is a good show.
We appreciate you coming.
Shout out to the entrepreneurs. Shout out to the people in the community. Man, that's dope. You have a pantry. I may be talking about you to do some volunteering. I've really been wanting to volunteer.
Man, come on.
Shout out to those people in therapy, people looking to get into therapy. That's all I got. What you got?
Shout out to all the pastors, all the first ladies,
man.
all
Yeah,
the
for sure.
deacons, the evangelists,
First sons.
first sons. Shout out to all the kids, the children's church, everything in the church, the building funds,
Yeah.
the secretaries, everybody involved in church doing something, because it definitely matters.
Shout out to my lady. She the first sister. So shout
That's
out to
what's
her.
up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Tiffany. She said her birthday tomorrow, 2/8.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what's that? Aquarius, right? Yep.
Different.
Yep.
They different.
Different.
Shout
They different.
out.
They just think different.
Happy early birthday.
Fickle.
I mean, that's all I got, bro. Shout out to the kids.
Always shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the boxers.
If your children want to come on the show, we want to make sure.
You like boxing?
I used to box.
Love boxing.
Really?
A long time ago, yeah.
He taught me how to box.
Mr.
Morel?
Mr. Morel taught me
Yeah,
in my Orlando a
Alvin,
long
yeah.
time ago. In his garage.
Yeah, in his garage.
Had us running around all of Marycrest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alvin.
Yep. So,
Yeah,
Again, I
that's
want to
what's
make sure I say, if you have children who want to come on the show, we just need your approval. We would love to do a show with all of the minors. You are more than welcome to come on. Bring the whole family. Y'all can sit off as the audience. You can come on with your child. But we'd love to do a series with the children as well, because we don't think they get enough shine in the community where they're able to communicate with each other and be seen on a bigger platform like this. So
That's what's up.
please, if you have children, we would love to have them on.
That's what's up.
Cut the show.
Cut the show. Cut the show.
That's it.
Cut the show.
That's it. Appreciate y'all, man.
That's it.
Man, that was fun, man.
A lot of fun. Your son won't talk, but that was fun. I called him the first son. He was like this.
What is he really saying?
Right.
What he really saying?
I ain't want to call you Bishop Jr.
Man, my son said he gonna be the next pastor.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I said, your dad let you watch it online, or you got to come to the building? He said, I got to come in the building.
He the drummer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey man, so you think it went all right?
It went great. I wasn't lying to you.
Okay, my man.
Look, if it wasn't going great, we'd have had way more questions.
You would have been kept going.
This look, when you watching the show, this how you know I don't think it's going good. I quit asking him. I just keep asking him.
Oh,
We go back and forth.
Really?
Yeah, we've had them. And it ain't nothing against them. They just not.
Talkative.
Yeah, they don't. We had one young lady. I had double the questions I had for you. We asked her those questions in less than 15 minutes. All of them.
So she just answer and stop.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and too, like the lights too. Sometimes it be.
And she, I mean, it was nothing against her. She froze up.
Nervous,
So
nervous,
our parents were there. All four of us just started talking. We carried the whole. At that time, we used to cut it into 2 segments. Well, might have been 3 at that time. Anyway, it took her like halfway through the second one for her to open up and start talking.
Bro, but you're good though. Your personality is incredible.
Thank you, sir.
Once I edited it and all that.
Man, that's look
It's
good.
gonna look good, bro.
Man, dude.
Yeah.
Man, it was an honor, hey Dusty. I appreciate you, man.
Really do.
I appreciate you getting me on the show.
Sir.
I appreciate
Plenty
all
more
of that.
coming.
Jumping you at the grocery store.
Hurricane.
You was just looking for a deal.
Man.